All right, guys. Welcome to the Fundamental Bias Weekly Review for the week of November 22nd. So hope everyone had a great week. I know that there was a Thanksgiving, so happy Thanksgiving to anyone that I didn't wish Thanksgiving to. And yesterday was Black Friday, so I hope that you had time to get out and or online and purchase what you needed to purchase for the holidays. So that's why we pushed out the weekly review on Saturday because I knew that you guys were out and about. So Saturday morning, we're gonna start fresh and start with reviewing what happened during the week. So what we do on Friday or Saturday, depending exactly on the time, what we do is that we look at the weekly review of the charts based on the fundamental bias, the COT, and see exactly if we had any setups that was sent out with Enigma. And if you have any questions, we're gonna answer them here at the same time. So we're gonna start in a couple of minutes. So I'm just gonna wait for everyone to come on, and we're going to start. Welcome, guys. So we're gonna start in a couple of minutes. In 3 minutes at 10:05, we're gonna start. So I hope everyone had a great week. For instance, I'm drinking my coffee, so don't mind me. It's early and it's Saturday. Usually I sleep in on Saturday morning, but for you guys, I'll make the exception. So I'm happy about this. All right, guys, welcome. So we're gonna start here. I'm just gonna make sure everything is set up on my end, guys. Hope you guys had a great week of trading. And we're next week it's December. So personally, guys, in December, end of November, the beginning of December, I stopped trading, and I'll explain why I do not trade in December specifically. So, all right, so let's start sharing my screen. All right. Perfect. Okay, so as we overviewed on Monday, is those were the pairs that were that we were focused on to take trades on in correlation with our commitment of traders, the fundamental bias, and with Enigma, okay, at the same time. Okay, so we had odd CAD, odd chef, odd JPY, odd NZD, Euro CHF, Euro CAD, Euro GPY, Euro NZD, GBP JPY, GBP CAD, GBP NZD, GBP CHF, NZD USD, USD CAD, USD chef, USD JPY, and USD SAR. Okay, and as you all know, we have the big mover sections. Okay, so those are the future contracts that will be moving the most overall for the week. So we have the euro, the British pound, the odd, and the chef. And if you look at the list, we have most of those currencies in those pairs here that we have. Okay, so we had odd, euro, JPY, and we had some CHF here in correlation. Okay. Perfect. So let's look at the charts. Okay, so we're gonna start with odd CAD, and we're gonna look to see exactly what happened here overall. Hey Alvars, welcome, welcome, welcome. So as we always do, we start with our weekly chart. Okay. Okay. Alvarez, we should have some deals coming out over the weekend, so stay tuned with the announcements. So for sure, we're gonna have something for you guys here. Okay. So perfect. So let's look at the weekly chart. Okay. So first, what we do is we make sure that first of all the actual currency pair in correlation with the our commitment of traders was moving, right? Okay. And if you saw the review that we had last week, I told you guys that the Australian dollars were still moving in a downtrend for the last few weeks, and it still continues going down for this week. And if you look at the candle here, it was a strong bullish candle here. Okay, it retraced it up and then closed bearish. So now we're going to look at the hourly chart. Perfect. So we had two Enigma signals that was sent out with the system, right? So you had one on the 24th and then on the 25th. Okay. So the one on the 24th were here was a sell. Okay. So it was in correlation with our overall bias for the few weeks before. Okay. So it was still a continuation to the downtrend, to the downside. So That was the entry, and then it never went to the stop loss, and it hit TP3. Okay, so when you see here that zone, it closed right there, right? But you still have a continuation in pricing that will hit your TP3. So basically, it hit your TP3 on the next alert with Enigma, right? So this one was 1 to 3 risk to reward, and this one was a 1 to 1, right? Because it went at this price and then retraced it back up. And as you all know, we always, me personally, I always take partial profit in based on the zones. Okay, so I always take like 25% and then another 50, another and I let and I take the rest at TP3, right? So here that will be 100% in my trade, and then another 25% here. Okay, but that's me. So you could do it another way and the way that you want, but that's how I do it. Perfect. So let's look at Odd Chef. Odd Chef should be the same thing as Odd CAD. It should be on the downtrend, but we're gonna double check. Yes, as you can see, it was a strong bearish candle here and a continuation in the downside. Why? I told you guys that it was still going down because of this pattern here. So it went up and then it engulfed this candle. So every time that the price does that, it could be on the uptrend or a downtrend. You're gonna see a reversal pattern. Basically, that's a reversal pattern at all. Okay, that's perfect. So we're gonna look at the hourly. So on this one, we didn't have any Enigma signal. Okay, but regardless if you have the Enigma signal or not, you should be able to find an entry based on reversal patterns, okay, or setups here. And I'm pretty sure that our educators give you some indication of a bearish on euro, on the Australian dollar. Sorry. So this, when I see here a wick and then a strong bearish move here, that's a good entry. And it broke support right here. So at this candle, I would enter it for a sell. And it sold off for the rest of the week. Okay. So if you specifically were waiting for an Enigma signal, there was no signals here for the week. But if you're a manual trader and you know exactly how to trade and see actual patterns, you will be in profit here. Okay, perfect. So let's look at Odd Jpy. So Odd Jpy, same thing, bearish candle. That was your reversal pattern on the downside. Like I told you guys, for a couple of weeks, it was going down. That's what happened, and it's still happening. So let's go on the hourly chart. See if we had any setups. Yes, we did. So we had, oops, So we had three signals here from Enigma. So the first two signals here hit stop loss, okay? But overall, if we took all of the trades that were sent out, but I do not recommend you guys to take all of the trades of all of the pairs. Make sure that you take the actual trades from the pairs that you like to trade on, okay? And minimize your risk, right? We don't want to overtrade, okay? So those two signals took stop losses, right? But the third one here, in 3 hours, almost 4 hours, hit TP3. Okay, so it was a 1 to 3 risk to reward, and that was a good setup. And it was the same setup as the one that I was talking about on AUD Chef. Unfortunately, there was no Enigma signals on that, but based on the pattern and it broke structure, you saw it hit. It was going to smash TP3 here easily. Okay, perfect. Next, let's look at odd NZD. Odd NZD. So odd NZD here close bullish. And as you see, guys, this is a good setup for the next few weeks here. We're going to see until the end of the year to see exactly if it's going to close bullish here overall. So we may have some big moves here coming on, but we'll see it based on the commitment of traders if the Australian dollar or the New Zealand dollar will be moving the most here, and see exactly what position we're going to take on that. Okay, but so far it was going uptrend here for the week. We're going to look at the hourly chart. Oops, let's see. So RNZD was, we had 4 entries here. So the first one here was on Monday, and then it went to TP2 and 3 here. So if you had taken at least 50% of your trade here and let the rest ride, you would have been out of the trade here, right? At this candle. But you had another entry here for another buy, and this one hit TP3. So far for those two setups, you would be in profit. And then on the 24th, you had this setup that went 1 to 2, right? And this one, that was a loss here because it consolidated here and then went down and went to your stop loss on this candle or this one, depending exactly on your spread. So far, this one, you have 4 entries, 3 of them won, the last one hit your stop loss. So you're still in the green. Perfect. Okay, so let's look at Euro Chef. Euro Chef, still a continuation here in the downside for the last couple of weeks, basically for the last month or two. And here you have your reversal pattern here. Every time I see an engulfing candle like this, regardless of the time frame, that's a good setup overall, right? So let's look at the hourly on Euro Chef. So we had one setup, and this setup consolidated. Okay. Uh, do you think GPU should get strong on Friday because of new virus cases? Um, I know. Seriously, I doubt it. We'll see exactly what our COT analysis will give us here for next week. It should be out in a couple. I'll do it after this call. I should be looking at the data, but for sure, news will affect the market, especially for the yen pairs. But we'll see. We'll see in a couple of weeks what's going to happen here in the market. Good question, Alex. So we'll look at it here. Perfect. So let's look at EuroCAD. EuroCAD. Strong bearish. Strong bullish. Sorry about that. So overall, guys, you see all of the currency pairs that we looked at. If we add COT, we know most of the moves were strong moves, right? So that's what we want on the chart. You don't want to trade a currency that is not moving at all for the week, right? We need to have volume. More volume means more trades, mean more opportunity to get to get entries and get in profit overall. That's what we want. And that's what the fundamental bias gives you. Okay, the COT. Okay, so without COT, you're gonna maybe trade a pair that's not moving at all for the week, and you're trying to get an entry, and you're gonna be losing most of the time. Okay, because without volume, you're not gonna be profitable at all. So EuroCAD, strong move to the upside. Let's look at the hourly. Okay, so no setups on the hourly chart on EuroCAD. But like I said, guys, even though you don't have any Enigma setups overall, you know that overall this pair will be moving. So if you have skills to manually trade by yourself or with our educators, you're gonna be able to get in profit here. This pair. Yeah, you're okay. You're talking about next week, Giuseppe? Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's right. That's what I think too. So we should see a good overall bullish setup here for Euro CAD overall, but we'll see exactly what's going to happen here. And like I said, if we have our fundamentals on point, it'll give you a big edge here in the market. So Euro JPY, yeah, exactly. Euro JPY. Okay, let's see. So Euro JPY still bearish here, but it may retrace to go up, but we'll see. But let's look at the hourly to see what happened. So no setup here. There was one setup. Give me 2 seconds. But this one was a loss because it was a buy entry from Enigma, but it hit your stop loss. So that was the only setup for the week on Euro JPY. Okay, Euro NZD. And I always say, guys, do not over trade, right? Stick with the pairs that you like and keep it moving. Okay. Don't trade a pair that you're not familiar with, because it may bite you for sure. So your NZD, overall the NZD pairs were anything against the NZD was bullish overall. AUD NZD was bullish, and Euro NZD too. So strong bullish candle. As that, guys, a good reversal pattern. So we should see a price going still on the upside, but we'll see. Let's look at the hourly on Euro NZD. Let's see if we have any setups. Yeah, usually if you see a strong candle like that, guys, overall, that means that week was a good week for that pair. Okay, and so far you had 4 entries. All of them were buy signals from Enigma, and all of them won. This one hit TP3, almost TP3 on this candle, but I'm pretty sure it was a TP3. Let me check. Yeah, so that was a TP3 hit. But like I said, guys, you always trail your trade. You take partials. Make sure that you take money that the market is giving you. Always take profit or partial profit, and your account will still grow, right? Second entry was on the 23rd. So if you had held this trade, it would have hit TP3 on Friday. Same thing here. Hit TP3 on Friday. And then another entry. TP hit on Friday. On Thursday, Friday, right? So those 4 entries, all profitable on your NZD. And that was in correlation with the overall trend for that week. So that's perfect. Okay, let's look at GBP JPY. GBP JPY. Is it correct that Enigma provides limit orders and not direct market entries? Yes, sometimes it will give you the market entry, but it will give you a range of price that you could enter it. Okay, So for sure, it's gonna give you, sometimes it's gonna give you a market execution pricing, but most of the time will be uh, a limit order that you could take here on that. Okay, so let's look at GBJPY. GBJPY strong sell, strong bullish candle. That's what we love. Look at the hourly to see if we have any setups. Perfect. So we had two setups here. The first one, hit your stop loss. That was on the 23rd. And then 25th, TP3. Okay. Next, we're going to have GP CAD. So GCAD was a strong retracement in downside and then close bullish. So we should have some good setups here on GPCAD. Perfect. So we had two entries. First one, depending exactly on your entry price, you should have held that trade here to TP2 and even TP3 if you held it until that candle. And you see, guys, most of the time when it hit TP3, you have another setup here that is sent out to with Enigma, depending exactly on the actual price. So, but I always take my partials to make sure that I secure the bag, like we say. So you had one entry here for that was a good entry, and then this one in consolidated hit and went up. So it would have had to hit your stop loss right there. Okay. Let's continue. And guys, if you have any questions at the same time, don't be shy. I'll answer that at the same time. So I do that for you guys. It's not for me. It's for you guys. So GPNZD. You saw the biggest movers overall was the NZD. Anything that had NZD in it. And if we go back to our list here, we had Euro, GBP, odd, and CHF. So anything, when I say big movers, you're gonna see that one particular currency pair will be moving the most. And this week it was the NZDs. Okay. So good bullish candle. Let's look at the hourly. Perfect. Let's look at setups. So far we only had one setup that was profitable. This one was on Sunday. Usually I do not take any signals on Sundays. Always wait until the market moves the most. So between Monday night until Thursday, and Friday I do not trade, as always. So this one was hit their stop loss. This one was still a good entry. Why? Because it was a continuation until the end of the week. Okay, so that was a whole trade here until the end of the week, and this one still a good entry. Why? Because it hit TP3 on this candle. This one. Okay. So far you have three entries. Two of them was winners. The first one hit your stop loss. So overall, guys, if you counted all of the setups that we looked at so far, and if you have taken all of the trades, but I do not recommend, you will be in profit. Okay, your account will be growing slowly but surely. So Usd Jpy CHF, strong down candle. As I said, guys, engulfing candle. So maybe we're gonna reverse to go to the downside. We'll see. Let's look at the hourly. Okay, we didn't add any setups here on GPCHF. But like I said, guys, if you know your reversal patterns, your market structure, even though Enigma is not sending you any signals, you should be profitable overall with COT, with the fundamental buys, right? All right, NZD USD. This one should be interesting. It should be going down, strongly down, because if we were looking, yeah, exactly. If we were looking at all of the NZD pairs, like GP NZD, AD NZD, and Euro NZD, those were strong bullish candles. Okay, so NZD USD is going down. Okay, and like I said, guys, it was a continuation from the previous weeks. Engulfing candle right here. Strong downside. Let's look at the hourly. Let's see. So this one you had 5 entries. Let's look at them. Oops. There you go. Perfect. So first entry was on Monday. Here, consolidated here. Give you a double top, and then went back down. Hit your TP3 on this candle. So overall, it's still a win. Another entry for sell. It went to TP2. And like I said, guys, I always take partial profit. So overall, it's a win, even though it went back up to your entry and then spiked. And then went back down, it would give you another entry here. So that's TP2 here. You went back in on this candle when Enigma sent you the signal. Then it went to TP2 and TP3 on this candle. Same thing, give you another entry. See, guys, when Enigma sent you, you're already in the trade and it's giving you another entry on the same direction. It's always a good indication that you're in the right trade and you can re-enter for the same direction trade. Okay, but like I said, do not over trade. Me personally, I take maybe 1 or 2 trades per week. And sometimes I do not trade at all. Why? Because I'm disciplined. I want to make sure that my account is secured, and I don't want to overtrade, because overtrading equals blown accounts. And I have multiple blown accounts in my career. And I'm pretty sure you guys has too. So with the system, it will minimize the amount of trade that you take, and you're gonna increase your accuracy rate. That will increase your account overall, your percentage, and your risk to reward will decrease. Okay, because this is a risk to reward. 1 to 3 risk to reward is the perfect setup. Okay, so this one you have another entry, and then another one here, but it's consolidated here. So this one went to TP2, almost TP3. Sorry, TP1 and almost TP2 here for this one. So this trade, and this one TP1 consolidated here. And that's on Friday, guys. Like I said, on Friday I do not trade, because this is basically the day that the market will trap you. Sometimes it's gonna give you a direction and go the opposite way, and it's gonna play with your emotion and do some ping pong. I always say it's gonna play ping pong with you with your trade specifically. Okay, let's look at in the USD CAD. USD CAD still bullish overall. The last couple of weeks it was still going up here. NZD USD CAD. Let's look at the hourly. Perfect. So you had two entries. Look at them. So first one was a buy on Monday. It hit TP3 right here. Okay, but overall it was a good trade. Always take partial, right, guys. And this one, it was for a sell. Went to TP1 and then retraced it back to your stop loss. So you would still have been in profit on this one, okay, if you manage your trade correctly. USD CHF. So USD CHF is spiked up and closed bearish. So let's see what it did. Okay. So first entry on the 23rd, went to your stop loss. Then on the 23rd, there was another entry for a buy. It went to TP2, went back down, and then stopped you out here on this candle if you didn't trail your trade. But TP2, you should have at least 50% of your trade in the green. Okay. Now we have USD Jpy. Okay, USD Jpy is backed up, close bearish. This one stopped you out on the 23rd, stopped you out on the 23rd again, and this one stopped. Went to almost TP1, but consolidated here for the rest of the week and traded down. Okay. And another note, guys, if you look at the pricing of the US dollar in the week of Thanksgiving and Black Friday, you're gonna see that it's not moving at all. Okay, if you look at overall with the trend here, if you look at the data from the last few years, you're gonna see it's not moving at all. So make sure to relook at the charts and see the pattern, and mostly the pattern will be repeating every year. Zippy says, what do you think that USD will do in the long term? Let's look overall. Let's look at this. Let's look at USD Jpy. There's a basic question. When I see a big wick like that, guys, that means that it went to take pending orders going on the upside. It consolidated here for the last 6 weeks. It then spiked up. So it took all of the stop losses that were pending in this region. So my expectance on USD JPY will be to go down. Okay? To go down and close for the year. Because if you see those, there's an imbalance here in price because it went up with no structure. So I expect to go down on USD JPY, but we'll see. Okay, that's my my expectance on that. Perfect. So lastly, we have USD ZAR. USD ZAR still going up. Last couple of weeks. So let's look at the hourly chart. No problem, Giuseppe. Let's look. Okay, so we had 2 entries. First one was on Sunday. Oh no, sorry, only 1 entry. So that was the last entry from last week. For the week of the 15th. So for this week, I only had 1 entry. Went to TP1, TP2 here, but let's look here at this price. But basically, it would have stopped you out here, or even here, depending exactly if you trail your stop and only took TP1 at 25%. Okay, perfect. So I'm just gonna close up. Sharing. Perfect. So as you saw here, guys, the NZD pairs were the big movers. Anything related to Euro NZD, AUD NZD, GP NZD. and NZD USD. Those were the big movers here overall, and overall the trades that were sent out with the commitment of traders that we did on Monday, you saw that most of the trades were winners. So overall, you would be up overall for the week. Okay. So finally, I'm just gonna share with you the reason why I do not trade in December. Uh, as you Because if you look at when your trading day, okay, there's a certain amount of time that you trade and you do not trade, right? There's a window of trading opportunity. You have the London session and you have the New York session. So after the New York session, like 2 or 3 hours before the end of the session, it consolidated, right? So imagine the daily candle to be a yearly candle. So if you look at the yearly candle of every pair, you're gonna see it's gonna retrace or it's gonna consolidate in the last month. So that's a gem that I'm giving you guys. So if you go back to any pair that you're trading and you see exactly what's happening in end of November, beginning of December, like the month of December, you're gonna see there's not a lot of movement in the market. Why? Because it's the end of the year. Basically, there's only like maybe 2 weeks of trading weeks that there's gonna be more volume, and the last 2 weeks of December, you have what? You have Christmas, and you have beginning of January that is New Year's. And usually the banks and the market makers or the ones that are trading regularly will be out of the market. So there will not be a lot of movement, a lot of volume in the market. And like I said, you need to have volume to be able to trade. So less volume, that means less trading opportunity, and you can have a high risk of getting on the wrong side of the market, meaning reducing your balance, your trading balance, even blowing your account. So make sure to look at any pair that you trade overall, and you're going to see exactly the pattern in the market, specifically in December. Okay. So I'll just wait a few minutes. If you have any questions, guys, don't be shy. Like I said, I'll stay here for a couple of minutes, like maybe 2 minutes. If not, we're gonna close this session, and we're gonna come back here in on Monday, 9 p.m. Okay, and we're gonna do a overview of the market and see exactly what pair will be moving. If you're a paid member, VIP member, you're gonna have access to our fundamental buys here today. So you're gonna have access to the actual pairs that will be moving and the big movers. So that way you're gonna be able to prepare your week on Sunday night or Monday, depending exactly on when you're gonna start trading. Okay. So if you have any questions, I'll stay here for a couple of minutes. If not, we're gonna close this session. So I hope you guys had good got a lot of value here for this session. Hope everyone understood exactly the process of what we're doing. And we will have some announcements here regarding Black Friday or Cyber Monday promotions. So stay tuned to our Discord group or on Facebook or any media outlet that EFX is on, and we're gonna give you all the details on that. Okay. No, I didn't have any issue, Alvarez, regarding bar chart. I didn't check the bar chart today or yesterday because remember there was it was a holiday, right? Thanksgiving. So maybe there's a delay in the information feed. So maybe I'm gonna check that today to see exactly if it's out or not. If it's not, that means that it's gonna be out on Monday. So we have to wait and see. But last week I was able to get all the details, but that was on Monday. Was it on Monday? No, I had it over the weekend. So I think the week before there was a holiday, and it was only out on Monday. So yeah, exactly. So I'm pretty sure it's delayed because it was Thanksgiving. So banks were closed on Thursday and maybe Friday. Some of them was closed on Saturday, Friday too. So it could be a delay on in the information. So I'm pretty sure it will be out on Monday afternoon. And if that's the case, that means that on Monday I will be on my session. I will give you all guys all of the details of the Commitment of Traders here live. No problem, Alvarez. No problem. No problem. Perfect. Okay, so that's it for today, guys. So I'll close it out. Like I said, we'll see exactly if the details are out, but I'm pretty sure it's going to be out on Monday for the Commitment of Traders. So meaning that you're gonna have access to the list here of pairs only on Monday. And if that's the case, on Monday night at 9 p.m., we'll do a overview of the market and maybe do the COT live with you guys and to see exactly the process of that. Okay. So I wish you guys a wonderful weekend. We'll come back here on Monday and stay blessed, and we'll get back on Monday with you guys. Peace.